Hello guys, and welcome to 3D Home, and in today's video I'll be showing us something very amazing. Yeah, something amazing in the sense that we are doing something new today. All right, so someone commented in one of our videos. He requested that we make a full duplex modeling. Okay, a full duplex modeling using Archicad. So I'll be responding to that by modeling a full duplex. Okay, but modeling everything at once is really going to be lengthy, like very long. So I came up with an idea. Instead of rushing to model that 3D, like rushing in the sense that doing it very fast, you might not grab some things. So I came up with an idea. Instead of doing it that way, let's just break it into sections. Like take the first one, second one, the third one, till the last one. Like sections, like starting from how to do your settings, from settings, how to do your plan, from plan, that is all in Archicad. From plan we move to your walls, that is the components, from to windows, doors, installations and everything. So let's just take it step by step. It will be easier for us. All right, easier in the sense that it will enable you understand those steps effectively. All right, effectively, to enable you understand those steps effectively. So, and our aim here is for you to understand what we are doing. All right, not rushing, and then at, at the end of everything you don't really get what you want. Okay, so we'll take it step by step. All right, first step, how to do this. Second step, how to do this. Then before you know, we are done with modeling that particular duplex. Okay, so I think it's easier that way, and it will help you understand better. So the first thing I'm going to do now is to show you how to do your settings. Okay, settings. Duplex, we're doing settings because we are going to model the story building, which is duplex. All right, the duplex. So there's some few settings we need to do at the elevations. Okay, so that's what I'll be showing us now. So let's go straight to the video without wasting much of your time. All right, once you open your page, and once you open your Archicad, this is the first thing you see. Okay, your working plane. From here, the first thing to do is to set your elevations, because we're modeling a story building now. Okay, and how to do that is to locate your story, and under your story you go to settings. How do we do that? The first thing to do is bring your cursor to this side. You can see stories. All right, story 1, story 2. I will explain this. Story 1, story 2. 0, which is ground level. The first one is story 1, second one is story 2. All right, so what to do now is to come under the story. Right, click under the story once, then right click on it and click on what? Story settings, which is this. Story settings. This is how you get to story settings. And then if you don't want to go this long way, just let me show you another way, is to use the shortcut key, which is Control plus 7. It will bring you here. Okay, so the first thing, let me explain something to you. Before that, let me show you something on elevation. Come to elevation, under elevation, which is this one. Double click on maybe anyone. Let's just go with south. Anyone. What we have here, we have 3 lines already. Okay, 3 lines. And on the 3 lines, the first thing we have here is ground level. All right, on your sections, ground level. Okay, second thing is story 1, story 2. Check under the stories here, this place. You see, under stories we have ground level, which is this line. We have story 1, which is this one, and we have story 2, which is this one. How does these things work? Okay, anything you draw under story 1, check here under plan, we are under story 1. Because once you click on story 2, check here, what we have here is story 2. Once you click on story 1, okay, what we have here is story 1. Once you click on 0, which is ground level, what we have here is ground level. So anything you click here, what displays here is what shows here. Okay, so let me show you how that works. Okay, for the settings, click on elevations. All right, to see your lines like this. And second thing to do is to set this one. Either you use your story, right click and click on settings, or you click on Control plus 7. All right, so what happened is, from ground level the height is 0, from 0 to 3 meters. So that means from here, let me shift this a little. So that means from here to this story, from this ground level to this story 1 is 3 meters. Okay, it's 3 meters. But mind you, we need DPC. Okay, we need DPC. From DPC, then we go to our headroom to roof, like that. So the first thing to do, if it's a story building, we need DPC. From DPC to our headroom, which is our slab. From slab, add the thickness. From slab, then we move to another one like that to our roof. So what we need here now, we'll be working on DPC. Okay, let's create DPC. Okay, so what we do now, go back to your settings. Okay, so make this one 450, 450, 450, which is like this. I think I need to explain this thing in this other way. Okay, let me explain something. You understand better. Look at these lines from here to here, from here to here. Okay, like I said earlier, from here to here is 3 meters. So anything I type here, this is at the 3 meters, 3 meters, 3 meters, 3 meters. So if I type 200, if I type, let's say 3, let's go with 200. If I type 200 now under here, under this ground level, so that means anything from this 0 to this side, anything from here to here is what is showing here in this box. All right, anything from here to here is what is showing on this other box. Okay, so if I type 200 for this line, which is this ground level, all right, just pay attention, you understand. From this ground level, all right, from this ground level, this is the ground level, the baseline is 0. Okay, from 0 now, what up from here to here, the spacing is 2 meters, 200, 300, 3 meters, but I made it 200. So immediately I type this 200 and I click on OK, this line will go down. Look at the line now, it has gone down and it's made it 200. So we want to make this one to be DPC. Our DPC is what, 450. So click on Ctrl+7. All right, type in 450 here. Okay, 450 here. This one will go up a little. All right, so we have our 450 here. So from here to here is our 450. From here to here should be 3 meters. All right, and then from here we should have our slab. So what we do now is click under this one, which is our story 1. All right, it's starting from 450, which is this line. It's starting from here, which is 450. This is the 450. That's why it's showing here that it's starting from 450. So this other one is the ground level is starting from 0, which is here. All right, starting from 0. This is the 0, and this one now, our story is starting. Our story 1 is starting from 450, which is this line. Okay, this line now is known as 450 because it's a 450 here. So from here to here, what do we need? You can decide to make it 4 meters, can decide to make it 3 meters. Okay, so this is the 3 meters, this is 3 meters. We have it here now, 3 meters, but we need another line to introduce our slab thickness, which is 150. Okay, so still click on your Ctrl+7. all right, this one is showing that 450. That's the height. This is the height now. So we need another line. So you insert above or you insert below, but for this one we need line above. Okay, so you click on insert above. Once you click on OK, you see an extra line. Okay, so click on story and then go back to your elevation so that it will reboot. Okay, so this is it now. What we need now, we have our 450, we have our headroom from here to here. So the next thing we need now is to make this on 150 for our slab. All right, so we can only do that by reducing the height of this one. So you click on your Ctrl+7 from story 2 now, which is this one, story 2. From story 2 now, which is this one here. All right, we're reducing the height to 450 to 150, which is our slab thickness, 150. Then click on OK. All right, so we have 150 now. What else do we need? We need headroom of 3 meters. Okay, that's 3000. So still click on your control. I'm only going back to show you this, all right, so you understand what I'm doing. Okay, I want you to really understand what we are doing. All right, so just follow carefully. So the next thing now is we have this one, we have this one, we have our thickness now. All right, so we need another line to show our headroom where the roof will come on. All right, so click on the last story. Okay, click on insert above. Okay, click on insert above. So we have 4 now, this story 4, and the height should be what, from here, story 3. Okay, the height should be 3 meters. Okay, 3 meters. All right, so it's cool. But if you have beams, you can make it 3.3. Okay, that's 3 meters, 300. Okay, 3.3, because you may have beams. Definitely you have beams. Okay, you have beams. So you can make it 3.3, but I'm just using 3 meters, all right, for you to understand. But we can still make it 3.3 if you have beams in your ceiling. Okay, your ceiling can be below the beams, so 3.3, so that your headroom can still maintain 3 meters. So let's click on OK. We have it here now. Okay, so this is our settings now. So far we have story 1, ground level, which is this ground level, and we have our DPC 450. From DPC now we have our first headroom here, which is under the slab, and then we have our slab thickness here, and the next thing here we have now is our second headroom that leads to the roof. Okay, so this is the basic settings you can do for a story building. Okay, you see how many minutes have we spent now just for settings. So I feel like, okay, it's necessary we break it down like this. Okay, on our next video now I'll be proceeding on how to start your plan on Archicad. Okay, so thank you. If you find this video helpful, all right, do well to subscribe to our channel, okay, for more videos like this. And don't miss out, please. On our next tutorial we'll be modeling a plan. From there we'll continue like that, and like that. And before you know, we are done with our duplex modeling. All right, thank you once again for your time.